All right, all right. So it's Sunday, April 23rd, I think it should be. I don't know the days anymore. Um, we had to get to Lowe's. Yesterday, Saturday, we had a lot of rain, and we recently had the gutters installed, and it was like a moderate, very light rain. Granted, we only had the 33-gallon ones, but it was a very moderate rain for like an hour or so. We come out when the rain is done. All four of them, because it's four gutters, are filled. Okay, we've got to get larger capacity. So the plan is to get additional gutters and put them alongside to have overflow flow into one. Okay, we also got to get spigots because it's very annoying to try and empty out these gutters by hand. So the idea is spigots, and then we can just spray with the hose. Long term, also got to get a hose rack or probably one of the things I can wheel around so we can go to each of the ones and empty them out. Um, and so we went to Lowe's today thinking to get that, and we almost got the 64-gallon garbage container as an additional water thing. But oh, it's 109 at the Lowe's and 83 at the Walmart. And then by the time we got to the Walmart, it's like I'm tired. I've been out a couple of hours. Let's just go and come back tomorrow because the rain's not supposed to come until Tuesday. So we've got until Tuesday to get everything ready. Anyway, of course I got more plants. Of course I got more plants. Yeah. So making our way towards the plants. I also got two of these reflectors for the road. A lot of people have them, and I think this makes sense, especially out here in what some may call the country, what many may call the country, where it's not crazy light pollutions. You don't have light poles everywhere, so reflectors I think are a good investment. Um, for oneself, for other people's selves. Anyway, onto the plants. Okay, I don't think I mentioned it, but last year, maybe in August, my sister and I got semi-matching. I think they're the same brand essentially, but they're a bit different. Hats. Now, my hat had been left safely in a public area because at the time, there was a dragonfly at the time, there were no puppies who were teething. Okay. Whatever, cool. Puppies who were teething came in and unbeknownst to me, chewed up my hat. Okay. Eventually we came here and it's like, okay, the hat's not in the worst condition. I can use this maybe. Literally one of the days we got here, caught said puppy right in the act, destroying the rest of my hat. Anyway, my sister has not been using hers. She had offered mine. She's like, you need it because you're out in the sun. So I'm wearing my sister's hat and I'm feeling much like a farmer. So thank you, Dix, for having one of the only hats, wide brim hats, that fits my head, my larger than average head. I forget what brand this is. Anyway, the rainwater, we got more pavers in anticipation of additional containers, right? These 3 bags of garden soil, 2 cubic feet, $4.90 something at the Walmart a piece. Pretty much the best price you're gonna find, as far as I know, around these parts. Gotta take a puppy food in. I thought I took it in already. We went straight to the clearance. The thing is, I need a lot of plants. Let me remind you, I did actually weed a large amount of this bed, so this is actually it pretty well weeded. I'm gonna have to be going around weeding regardless. Don't think I'll be doing that today. I'll probably do it, semi-regularly, but like not every day. Some people might do every day. My plan is to compete. Plant a lot of things and compete. Ready, the gladiolus are in. So hopefully those are coming up soon. And those will also provide competition for weeds, right? So anyway, speaking of which, we went to the clearance saying I need plants. I also wanted plants for that area over there. We did transplant the plant that was in the front that had chopped back. It flushed out really nice. And I think it's in shock right now. I think it might lose those leaves, but then flush out again. And the idea is maybe it's a crape myrtle. It looked a lot better yesterday after the rains. I just watered it some more. My mother put this hamper in to shade it a bit. I guess the idea is maybe it got too much sun, but it's in very sandy soil, some compost. You can see it's already perking up a bit on the side. Once it got wired, I guess it started to perk back up, like right over here. Let's see if I can zoom around this is perking up over here. It's a lot of bugs because of the mulch. So I guess if it gets enough water, it'll perk back up. That's fine. It'll perk back up in a couple days. Anyway, this was what was on the east side of the house. This is the shade garden that essentially is shaded all day, except for like mid-afternoon when it starts to receive a bunch of western light, which maybe to the best of the idea I want is if that grows nice and tall, eventually it will. I probably need to just bite the bullet and invest in a solid, moderate-sized shrub so I don't have to wait. I don't think that I can do if I'm in a rush, I either have to maybe get some mandevilla and train it up and hope it grows fast, or I get a shrub like hydrangea. I'm partial to the white hydrangeas, but whatever's on sale, I'd consider. We have this is going to need soon some support. This clematis, so that's something I need to look at. They do have different supports at the Lowe's. Ooh, are we tangling, friend? I don't know what's happening here. These are two, are they not? Oh, no, you're not going to turn. I have to undo that. They're just trying to turn around each other, and we don't want that. Okay, I have to address it later on. Anyway, see, the sun patient is doing great here. It's really a shade plant, a fake name. I gotta water that plant. This, it's not the Iconia, the Selenia, which you would think Selenia should do great. I almost got another Iconia. I think it was First Kiss or something. This is still the Tweety Pie. Did this fall? Yes, this is looks like it was from the Iconia flower. Okay. Let's go to the plants. I keep saying that. So, yes, we went straight to the clearance, and they had marigolds, and this was half off, or no, I think it went to 4. So essentially, it's 6. They're not in the best of shape, all of them, but they're still alive, all of them, not broken or molted. So a solid watering, I think they'll perk back up. So we've got these. We've got this flat of 3 by 12. I believe same thing. They're all alive. So the ones that maybe the flower heads are off, they should be back, right? They should pump back in. So I saw this in the stores, and I'm just like, why do I want, Perlane, what is it? How do you say it again? Oh my gosh, Portulaca, because it kind of looks like, I mean, Portulaca kind of grows like everywhere, right? And it's not like a super hard plant to grow, but actually I think this is perfect because, succulent, so it should be adapted for rain, or excuse me, it should be adapted for less water, and because they grow easily. What does it say about watering? Let's see, it says, first of all, also look at this red, right? It's kind of nuts. It says water twice per week, more often when dry. Anyway, anywho, I do have some leca. I'm thinking I might, especially in the front bed, just intersperse some leca among some plants. The idea being that, leca will hold on to water and plants will blah, blah, blah. So this is going to get put in the front bed. I know the whole thing was purples and pinks, which still is the case. I have 12. I might put them in between each, right? I mean, that whole thing by itself looks great there. So maybe I'll put, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This in the front. 6. I don't think I have enough for the whole thing, so I might have to disperse it out. Or maybe I'll just do something different. I don't know. I might just put like 3, 3, and 3. Because there's 6 in that one. Wow, I didn't even have that much for that one. No, there's 8 in that one. Okay, let me see, 8. So we'll figure it out. I mean, but that red is it was too much to pass up. Seriously. Also, I thought the dianthus was going to be what took off here. And they're spreading. They're definitely spreading. The flowers don't super last long, but they're definitely growing, so they're not taking off. But even when their foliage is not doing the best, these petunias are putting in the work. So there's a lot of purple. Purple is most of what you see, most visibly see. So I want more purple. Definitely, we have pinks and purples. And if I accent with reds, great too. This dianthus is pink. I think those mums are a different color. They're like an orangey type color. We have a lot of pink reds anyway, so red as an accent won't be a problem. Random pansies, I don't know. I might also decide to move this back in, but I kind of like having this as a circle here. Maybe in this as well, but we'll see. Let's get back to the other plants. Okay, and you see, I just want to give it an update. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna leave it to its own devices. But of the 3 that were braided, they've perked up. They got a nice watering. Presumably they got some sun today. This one, maybe I need to move it more in. Maybe it's getting too much sun over here. I don't know. It's not looking as well as the other ones. Like the other ones look perked. Look like they just came fresh out of the store. At least that one especially does. This one, the leaves are a bit wilted. Even this one, leaves are still perked. It's like, okay, what's next? Look at this. We've got flower buds. Okay, and they might have been there already, but I'm going to choose to believe nothing. Anyway, so marigolds got. And I just walked around the store and I was just like, what do I want? Obviously, at some point, I got the portulaca, but before that, I think the one I had decided on was another heuchera. This heuchera, I actually saw a more purple one, but this one also has the lovely under leaf purple. And hopefully it gets a bit darker, but this one was one of the ones that had the largest spread already and looked like the healthiest. So this is a purple palace coral bells. Now, let's bring it over there next to the other one, see what that looks like. This is shade, 1 to 3 hours of morning sun. So I don't know if this is the best place for it. I might have to put it on the side of the house to get it acclimated. I might just put it behind this Dale's strain, right? That kind of looks like something. So I'll leave that there for now. Then the last plant I got at the Lowe's was this geranium. Now, first of all, it's a pink geranium, which is not something I would have thought in... Oh, actually, I have another plant I forgot about. I have 2 plants. I completely forgot about them. Wow. Okay. So actually, I think this was actually the last plant I decided on. I had other plants I was considering, but this is the last one I put in, I think. Again, pink. Pink, right? And this is going to go in the front. This is a full sun to partial sun. If it starts to fail, it'll obviously be relocated, but I would hope, and that looks kind of nice there, right? Let's see. I think I meant to put this elsewhere, but because right now we have vignette. Don't really have much happening on the side of here besides some of the Dutch irises popping up. Don't really have anything else over here. I don't know that I should put another circular thing here because it's just going to be a strip. I should probably move 1 and 2 of the dianthus and put them elsewhere throughout the bed. Maybe vertically up like this. I'll put them. I might do that a little later this evening. A lot of chickweed. So I was weeding and I left the chickweed. I'm like, I actually like the chickweed. It's providing a lateral spread. The vertical things I'll take out really easily, but the things that spread laterally, I'll leave them in there. I'll probably weed maybe a little later this evening. Yeah, so, and then once I'm ready to, replace them with something, I'll just take them out, is the idea. But anyway, the idea had been at the Lowe's. I need plants that can withstand the sun so I can fill out the front bed. That's like the sunniest, hottest bed all day long. So I ended up getting some celosia because I saw a really nice purple one. I forget what it's called. It's really lovely, but they don't have it available for singular ones. So I just got the regular one, the plumosa. So I actually got 2 of them. I was trying to figure out which purple looked the most. Like these look so wild. Like this is a lovely purple in person, and then this one, I don't know what the story here is here, but there's like 2 of them in here. So I had to get this one. They were both $2. I don't know if I'll be able to separate this out, but I think this is going to go where the armaria is to add to that. I mean, do you see? Oh my gosh, it's these. No, this is not a leaf from here. This is the, okay. Anyway, let's go see how these look over there. So Anyway, that's what the Celosias are looking like. I don't know if I can separate this one out. I'll probably do like a triangle with the... Maybe I'll just have them in a line or a curve around the hyacinths. I'm probably just going to put soil on top and let the hyacinths die back because this is really looking kind of bland and empty and sad. I might do like a pink thing here. I don't know. I've not grown Celosia before. It's not really spoke to me, but the way these colors, these coxcomb colors, were looking in the sunlight at the store. Oh my gosh. Psychedelic, hallucinogenic, all the things I must have. So I was also considering maybe getting some of the red, using them to outline this bed, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's bring the last plant. So Lowe's has for weeks had dahlias on clearance. And I've seen the pictures of the dahlias. I'm just like, this dahlia is so ugly. The ones that look, to me anyway, the ones that look like each petal's a different color, they look very artificial. I don't like those. I don't like the ones that look like a candy cane swirl type thing. I don't like those. But the ones I got today look so gentle, so natural, so peach, so gradient. I had to get it. This one is from the Walmart. So this one says it's a Hypnotica dahlia. You know, it's an annual. There were some that were broken already. Here we go with one that's broken. But, okay. But, oof. A lot of the leaves look really nice. We've got some buds. So this is what's going to go in that leftmost portion of the bed. So and it doesn't necessarily match, but it also does match because it's, right? Because look, we've got pink, yellow, oranges. That kind of goes with red. We don't necessarily have so much red over there. I'm going to incorporate red over there though. But this is going to sit. And I don't know where the gladiolus are over here. But actually it should spit a little more this way, I guess, is the idea. Maybe a bit more. Yeah. So that should grow higher and wider. I need to pull that a bit forward. Why are there bugs under my hat? Yeah. I think because let's see how wide it grows. It says 10 to 12 inches tall. 12 inches tall. So that's like, let's say that's 12, 20. If it grows 20, it should be like a nice mid-thigh height or just upper knee height, right above the knee. Anyway, I won't be too tall. And then maybe we'll have some shading to the other plants. But also the plants get a lot of light this way, so it really shouldn't matter too much. Yeah, I'm very excited. Okay, let me get to work. Maybe I should get more particulata. They were only $4. I don't have money like that. Let me stop kidding. I also don't know if I want this here because if the scientist decides suddenly to pop up, maybe I should put this. Yeah, let's not make too many vignettes. Let's spread it out. But there's a lot of gladiolus over here. I think what I'll do is I'll move this. I'll move it over there. Okay, I gotta figure out. Okay, so, oh my gosh, I came over here because I'm like, where are the marigolds gonna go? We have flowers, y'all. Turn around, beautiful baby. I mean, maybe you're not so beautiful, but... Oh, wow! Wow, and we've got a couple elsewhere. Some flowers here. How exciting! I haven't been giving the onions enough credit, but like from the little starts that they were there, you know, they're in there. They're about that life. I think there were a lot more here. Maybe they outcompeted each other and they all died. I don't know. Maybe some of them were just never gonna do that well to begin with. Rosemary. So remember, I have to go reference a video. Individual elephant ear in each series, but nothing yet. We've got these that started already, but looks maybe burnt a bit. This needs maybe some water. So yeah, I gotta water this. Okay though, exciting. Okay, so it's about an hour 15, hour 10 minutes later. I think an hour 15 because it was 5:10 my last videos I made. And Everything is in. It's looking luscious and fantastic. I'm very excited. So let me show you. Let me flip it around and show you. Let's start with the things that were planted in first, and things still need watering, so take that into account. Okay, so obviously weeding had to be done. I do think I accidentally flipped out one gladiolus. I just planted it somewhere else. I don't remember where, but immediate. That was possibly the best investment in terms of immediate color. Those particular, I know they're going to spread and get wider, and then hopefully as they spread and get wider, provide a little bit of shade maybe to the leaves and roots. The other ones start to take off as well, and vice versa, and then it's a lovely pop of color. So we love that for us, yes. And I knew it was time to record because the sun is going down, and this wasn't the sun. It was looking marvelous. No longer the sun, or at least not the entire thing. So initially I was going to put the geranium there. I said, you know what, never mind. And you would think, why not put it there? Because I think there's some gladiolus there. Gladiolus is what I flipped out by accident. So I dug this in. It was high above the thing, so I just mounted soil. Then I just dug again, and I think everything's covered. Let me see. All the roots look covered. I'm probably going to go in with some soil anyway and sprinkle throughout, especially over there where there's like a divot, regardless, and there has been a divot. So, pink, lovely. And let's go back and look at it with the whole thing, right? So we have purples, pinks, reds, pinks, even this light purple. This weed, whatever it is all over the place, and I actually really like it. So I don't know if I'm ever going to take it out. Okay, over here, I just put the Tussalosia in a line, a vertical line. We have, the other one, the gladiolus I flipped out is somewhere over here. So we have the two Dutch irises. You know, once everything pops up, it's going to be lovely. It's going to be pops of color, wild color. I did say I was going to move this. I didn't. That should be one of the clearance daffodils I got. That's dying back. The hyacinths are dying back. Maybe I think I will just, once those are all died back and it's time for color, maybe I'll put a vinca. I want something that spreads. Maybe I'll do like a creeping phlox or something. Lovely. Okay, so we move in. We've got, the dianthus that were struggling a bit. They're coming back. I don't know. A lot of insects. Okay, so over there I had 6 that I used, and I don't want to cram any more over there. So the 2 here are flanking the dahlia. Now this is it. So okay, one, I did move the 2 out here, and here's one, here's the second one, and up there is the third one. So the dianthus, all they need is their time to flush out and take it away. I need to put some soil around those. Actually, I didn't really do that too much. Have to come and do that. So let me go show you the rest of the plants and how they're looking in the back. But yeah, this is lovely. My mother went to town with her marigolds. The whole thing with that you're supposed to like put more soil over potatoes. So she didn't dig them too deep. She did dig them, but then we just put more soil. I'm not really sure why I'm doing this because theoretically the wind will settle everything, the wind and the rain in a couple days. But yeah, so now we're all marigolded up, and I told my mother that at some point after we got the clearance, we went to the clearance pretty early on in the visit to Lowe's, and I told my mother, why are all these bees on me? To my mother, I'm like, good that we got the marigolds, because soon after, 2 women in the same section were looking for the marigolds. It's like we snatched up the best ones. Sorry to tell you. So they had to suffer with the singular ones. My hibiscus, again, doing lovely. Some more soil. I'll come back and do that. But let's look at the last bed, essentially. Okay. Everything's looking great. I actually do mean to cut this off. A lot of flies over here. It's fine, whatever. Once it's coneflower season, the birds are going to be on your asses. So, okay, one. This really is taking off. I mean, this is kind of wild, but like, oof, look at all these flowers. Look, this is wild. I'm loving it. I don't know why. Oh, I do have dianthus in here still. Great. I do think this is dianthus. It should be. Yes, we have dianthus here. Okay, so we do have dianthus still. But a large amount of it in the back kind of died out, it seems. So I'm going to, this is, I guess, a main root from the portion, but it does have some green growth right here. And this also is rooted up. So what I'm going to do is just plant this in the front bed. And hopefully I don't forget that it's there. But, and I planted up the heuchera, the Persian pat, I forget what it is. I planted it up, this pot that was functioning as a cache pot for one of my hibiscus. But I drilled some holes and there's a tiny crack, but I don't care. And that's how it's looking there. So loving that. I did manage to separate out this, so that tomorrow I have to go get something for it to go up on, and I think it's gonna go somewhere over here. I don't know where yet. Maybe on that side. I don't know where yet, but it's trained up. So let me go do this now. Okay, so I do think these are dianthus because they're pretty well in there, pretty woody below the surface, and if not, I guess we'll find out. But I did just separate everything out with mounds of soil. So the yellow one over here, this is all the red one, and then these three should be the dianthus. I'm not super confident because this is perennial. That should be annual, so that I don't really have a comparison right here. But they look really wild. But they were getting kind of spindly, so we'll see. And if not, they'll be excised. Let me go cut this right now. You know what? It's late. I started to do some things, but I think there's some new growth coming out here. I don't know. This looks like some new green growth, so this might just be a letter. And we have some green growth here. So I'm just going to leave it for now. Let it adjust and acclimate here, okay? And then we'll figure out. This is a peony. It was in the front by the sun things. I think it's maybe getting too much sun over there, so we're going to move it over here and see how it does here. Hopefully that's a lot better for it. Let's move on. I'm going to come back and water these. And then again, that's what the clematis is looking like. It's bifurcated. Hopefully they don't, I mean they could. So let me try and, I can't really do anything that way. Here's a third one. Let me just lay a stick in between. That's not going to do much. That's not going to do much at all. Let's see. Okay, that's like a, okay. That's gonna have to do for now. So because it is dianthus in theory, so again, I don't know why they're so much longer over there. I did just put, here's one, and here's the other one. We're gonna cover it with soil now. Hopefully they grow. If not, okay. So I'm gonna go do that now. Finally, this garden bed over here, the violas really are putting on a show. The opuntia stays growing, and many more have been found in the field, so we will have more opuntia beds. We had some onions that were sprouting. I said, you know what, let's lose them as allium flowers this year. That'll probably get underplanted with other things as well. Cottage garden, love her. Showy pink primrose, spraying out lovely. Dahlia, lovely. Lilac, I don't know if it got too watered. I did make holes in it, so I'm not sure what's going on with that one. That one in the back, my mind's probably dead. I need to plant it up with things regardless. So here's this zigzag, and then these, I don't know if they're gonna get dried out enough before the rains in a couple days. Hopefully they do. Yeah. Oh, you go take out that thistle.